G'day guys, this is Rob from Troutlore.com.au, Australia's fly tying specialist store. Today we're tying this little CDC caddis pattern. I call it the 4 core caddis for one simple reason. There are 4 core floating materials in this fly, all of which means it stays afloat for a very long time. We have a foam body, CDC underwing, deer hair, overwing, and then a head built up with possum tail. 4 of those together make a very lightweight fly, plenty of exposure for the hook gate and the hook point, and one that's incredibly easy to tie, and it catches fish. So let's get started. We are coming in with a Goulburn steel 4214 dry fly hook in the size 10, and then we're going to use 2 threads for this, one as a rib, one for the tying. So UTC 140 denier thread, we're going to use that for our rib. We will start at about the hook point on the shank and take a few wraps back, capturing that thread. Then we'll trim that out, and a couple more wraps behind that point that we trimmed out, and then we're just going to pull that thread aside and hang it over our vise so that it's out of our way. Next, we're going to come in with our main tying thread. We are using the Flysmith 52 denier thread in the champagne color, very close to tan, nice natural color for this sort of fly. So coming in just behind the hook eye, we're going to start making touching wraps running down the shank of the hook, coming down over that red thread, and then we'll trim that off. So as I said, the first material for this is a foam body. So we're using thin foam in the orange color here. You can do it any color you like. I'm loving this orange. It's always a color that I've loved on caddis underbodies, and it certainly works. So cutting a small strip, we're just going to come in and take a 45-degree angle on that, and then capture that at the rear of the hook, binding down that excess, and then we'll run our thread up to about 1/8 of an inch behind the hook eye. Here we're then going to take that foam and start making touching wraps up the body. We don't want to compress it too much, otherwise it ceases to have any buoyancy, but we don't want it too loose. And once we get to that point where the thread is tied off, we'll capture that with a wrap in front, wrap behind, wrap in front, and one in behind again. Then stretch that up and trim it off nice and close, and a couple of nice tight wraps over the top just to lock that in place. Now we're going to come back to our red thread. We'll just tighten that up on the bobbin, and here we are now going to put one wrap around the hook shank and then start making wraps up over that foam, just finding the gaps in between the grooves of the foam itself, and this is going to allow us just to give that body a little bit of segmentation, which will be visible from the underside, which is where the fish is looking. Then we'll take our other thread, a couple of wraps over the rear, one over the front, trim that red thread off, and just capture it with a couple more nice thread wraps there. Next up, we have our underwing. For that, we're using Upavon CDC. So I've taken 3 or 4 of these feathers and aligned the tips of them, and we'll just preen them out so that they're nice and close, and then we will lay them down so they extend just beyond the rear of the hook with our thread, 2 loose wraps over that, then pull up tight, And we do one tighter wrap down. We'll force those stubs back and grab them between our thumb and forefinger and get a couple of wraps in front. And you can let them go and trim off nice and close. And just grab any of those little stubs that are caught and then start wrapping back into the foam itself. And there we will leave our thread for the next material. Next up is deer body hair. So we're going to take just a very small clump of that. That goes into the hair stacker. I have preened this hair out twice and stacked it twice to get rid of any of the short fibers and to get rid of any of the fluffy stuff underneath. And we'll just pick out any that are not quite right. And then here we're going to come in just short of our CDC. We'll give the thread a reverse spin, 2 loose wraps, and then pull up, and then we'll bring a few wraps through those other stubs, pull them all back, and get that wrap around the hook shank just so it locks that thread off. Then we can come in, trim those butt ends off, making sure we don't trim our tying thread, and carry our thread back over those stubs, getting rid of any of those little bits that are sticking up. At this stage, I'm just going to pick that up and put one wrap underneath and one back over, just to keep the wings on top of the fly. Now, before we put in the final material for buoyancy, we're going to put a little bit of dubbing in to build up a thorax in here. For that dubbing, we are using Chuck and Duck, Hare and Squirrel in the Diawl Bach mix. So it's a natural colour, but it's got that little bit of red flash in there. So just a little bit of dubbing wax on the thread and a nice little pinch of that material. You can see that flash that's in there, and then just make a fairly loose dubbing noodle. You don't want to bind it up too tight. Grabbing that wing material and pulling up, we'll wrap onto and over that, and one wrap under all the wings, then one back over the top again, coming down towards the eye of the hook. Just thin the noodle out at this stage and preen that all back with our fingers. Any of those longer fibers that are getting in the way, we just trim them out. We're going to give it a good scruffing up later. And the final material to go over the top is blonde possum tail. We will take our possum tail and just separate, there we go, a little clump of hair off of that, trim that out, and then with that we're just going to space those ends out so they're a little bit tapered where we trimmed it, and then those tapered ends are going to go in over the deer hair. We'll just bring our thread back up the dubbing slightly, capture that with a couple of loose wraps and pull up, then fold, wrap down a little bit over that, there we go, fold the whole lot back, just capture the very front of that possum hair, peel everything back and finish that off. a couple of 2 or 3 turn whip finishes. Before we trim that hair out, we're going to take those stubs from the possum, trim that short, and then grab any of these flyaway hairs. Once we know that's where it needs to be, we can trim that hair off. Then we're going to come in with some Upavon Crystal Coat UV resin. I'm just going to put a little drop of that on my bodkin and get that in either side of the hook eye. We don't want to fill the hook eye up, we just want to get into that thread. So that's not going to come undone. Work that around with the bodkin. On goes the torch, and that'll cure in a matter of moments. Then we just need to dress this up. We're going to take our dubbing brush and give the dubbing underneath a good scrub, and then preen that all back down the body. Same on the far side. So it gives it that nice streaky look. And trim out any of those long bits of material that are sticking out. And there you have it. 4 highly floating materials all brought together into one fly. It's the 4 core caddis. Fun little fly to tie, great fly to fish, has that great coloured underbody, a little bit of flash going on there, and that perfect caddis silhouette that we know the fish can't say no to. As usual, all the materials to tie this fly can be found at the Troutlore fly tying store, including those new threads from the Flysmith. You'll find all the details down there in the video description. Once again, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Every subscription helps. It gets us more exposure and allows us to reach more people and help more people tie flies. Needless to say, thank you for watching, and as always, happy tying.